It's Val, your go-to gal for all things health, fitness, diet, and happy living. How are you today? I hope everybody's great. I actually want to talk to you today about something serious and very close to my heart. So I read something recently from Harvard School of Medicine, and it really disturbed me. And it disturbs me as an American and as what's happening to our country. I know that there are a lot of addictions in this world: gambling, drinking, drugs, but we have another serious addiction problem in this country. No, it's not fentanyl, it's not crack, it's not cocaine, it's none of that. It's actually food. Americans are addicted to food. I want to read you some frightening statistics right now. Okay? Sorry. But this is what I got out of the article from Harvard. It says 40% of American adults aged 20 and over, 40%, okay, that's almost half, are obese. 71.6% of adults over 20 are overweight. 71% overweight. 97 million, think how many people that is, 97 million Americans, adults, have undiagnosed diabetes. Undiagnosed. 29.3 million have diagnosed diabetes. And 115.9 million Americans have pre-diabetes. Folks, that is a staggering numbers. Staggering. What has happened to us as a country? Has eating become a pastime? Something to do? Did it start with COVID? No, I think it started way before that. To think that people in their 20s and their 30s already have diabetes. And type 2, I'm not talking type 1, type 2, caused by diet and the obesity levels. And they don't seem to care. Oh, I'm big. Oh, I'm fat. Whatever. You know what? It's not about even the being fat or what you look like. It's the health ramifications. And I don't know what's happened to this younger generation, that they don't care. I know when I was that age, everybody cared. We all cared. We wanted to be healthy. We wanted to look good. We wanted to feel good. Nowadays, I feel like people have just given up. And it has to change. It has to change. Let me read you a few more. 86 million Americans have high cholesterol. Okay? I'm going to tell you something. Through heredity, I have high cholesterol. I don't eat any fattening foods. I don't eat fried food. I don't eat red meat. All right? I don't eat garbage, but it's in my family, so there's nothing I can do about it. I have to take meds. And I'm sure many Americans have that also. Okay? But they're saying that the majority of this is from poor diet and lack of exercise. 2 in 5 adults. That's fine, but the problem is too, now we're seeing it in kids. I know, I'm a teacher. I teach science. And the majority of children that are overweight, I shouldn't say children, I'm the high school students that are overweight, is astounding. Remember back in the day, I'm gonna show my age here. I'm 58 years old. Back in the day, there was like 1 or 2 big kids in school. Do you remember that? 1 or 2. That was about it. Now I'd say it's about, in high school, probably half. And honestly, I think we have to look to older adults, their parents. And I think you're teaching them bad habits. I think you've been taught bad habits, or maybe you've just given up. I don't know. But nobody cooks anymore. Everything's fast food. Everybody eats out constantly. And honestly, in this economy even, to be eating out all the time is expensive. Do you know that a McDonald's fries, medium fries now, cost almost $4.75. For that $4.75, you could buy a whole bag of apples, plus I don't know, another bag of carrots and probably celery. Okay? And you could buy the things to make that meal. Maybe buy some lean chicken breast. But the problem is nobody wants to cook. Everybody's busy. Everybody's doing other things. But you know what? I understand that. But it's time to get back to basics, people. Back to basics. These numbers don't lie. And unfortunately now, you have these drugs like Ozempic that it's like, oh, I got to lose weight. I'll just take a drug now. Oh, why not? Meanwhile, if you don't even have diabetes, people are taking this for weight loss. So it comes down to this. Diet. What is a diet? Well, a diet is something that deprives you, okay? A diet is what it stands for. Do I eat today? Or did it every time? So every time I diet, it works. It works. Takes the weight right off. It's fantastic, right? So how many times have you dieted? How many times have you tried? And it doesn't work. You may lose the weight, you'll lose it, you'll feel good for a while, but what happens? The same patterns come back. The same eating habits. Back to what you were eating before. Candy bars, whatever, okay? You got to think of something, of your body like a car. If you put in, pardon my language, shit gasoline, you're going to get shit performance out. So if you're putting shit in your body, that's what you're going to get out of it. Lethargy, which is being lazy, diabetes, high cholesterol, obesity. Nobody exercises, and it's frightening. It's frightening. And if this is you as an adult and you have children and you don't care about yourself enough to do this for yourself, teach your children better habits. Teach them what it is to eat healthy. And if you don't know, find out what it is to eat healthy. I'll show you plenty of ways to do it. Plenty of ways. There's a saying that I've lived by my whole life. Because like I said, I'm 58 years old. I've been in a gym since I was 18. I may not look the way I did then. Age does take its toll. Menopause for women takes its toll. It's a much harder battle now. But I haven't changed my eating in any way. I still eat the way I always did, healthy. And it just seems like that's gone out the window. So the motto that I've always lived by is, and people should really start to take this in again, because let's face it, we're still the greatest country in the world. We are. But you know what? We're also the fattest. We are also the fattest. So here's the motto you should start living by. Live to eat. Sorry, backwards. Eat to live. Do not live to eat. Some people have created think eating is a sport, or eating is a pastime, or I'm bored, let me eat. I'm sad, let me eat. I'm happy, let me eat. It's a holiday, let me eat. It's Tuesday, let me eat. But you know what? What you're doing is, a lot of the times, and I can't speak for everybody, and people do have hormonal issues. People have thyroid issues. People have issues with weight that they can't control. And I understand that. And I feel really sorry for those people. I do. For the people I don't feel sorry for are the people who take no action to make themselves healthy. Who take no action to get off their ass. Take a walk. Do something. On your lunch hour at work, take a walk. Take a walk. You're sitting at a desk, take a walk. There's no reason for this. There's no reason. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something else. The pharmaceutical companies, they love this. They want everybody to be on their medications. Why? Money, people. Money. You get it? They don't care if you're healthy. They don't care if you're sick. They don't care. So it's up to you. And it's up to people like me to educate you and tell you that there are alternatives. Because I'm going to tell you something. At 58 years old, I feel like I'm 18. I act like I'm 18. Why? Because I don't put shit in my body. Excuse the language again. But it makes me upset that this is actually a problem in this country. And it really is. And it makes us less productive as a people. It does. Makes us less productive. There are countries that run circles around us in business and everything else. And that's why. That's why. Lack of energy. You guys, you come home from work, oh, I'm so tired. Let me eat some garbage and stay in front of the TV or play my video game for 24 hours. But you know what it's doing to you and nobody else? Making you soft, making you obese, making you sick. But there's one component also in this country that we don't always address, and other cultures do. Is the connection, I've talked about this in the past, is the connection between the mind and the body. They're not two separate entities, okay? It's not like you can take your head off, oh, I'll just replace it with a new brain, hopefully my body will work better. That's not the way it works, okay? It's not the way it works. If the brain is not right, the body's not right. If the body's not right, the brain is not right. So I think what a lot of people need first, before they even consider losing weight, before they consider even a plan of what they should do, is to see a therapist and address the issues of why you're eating the way you are. Why you're eating the way you are. You can't be happy when you look in the mirror. I can't imagine that you feel comfortable walking into a room, because I'm sure you don't. And that's, I feel bad for that. I do. I'm going to tell you a typical example. I went to my stepdaughter's graduation over the past week in Florida, and in Orlando. And the weight issues down there, I mean, we're in New York. The weight issues are astounding. Astounding. Even my husband's family, close family members, how large they've gotten since we've seen them last. And I know what they eat. McDonald's, Burger King, liters of soda, you name it. Carbs like you cannot believe. Carbs, pancakes, waffles. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And we're headed to a bad place if this doesn't change. You know, I think it's about educating the young people today and really showing them what a healthy diet actually is. You know, I've seen school lunch too. That's also disgusting. Okay, the French fries, the soda. They keep saying they've made it healthy. They haven't. It's garbage. It's garbage. Okay, I've been to the school cafeteria. It's disgusting. So, you know, it comes back to same old thing you're always told, but nobody wants to do it. Vegetables, fruit, lean meats, nuts, seeds. I'm not saying you can't have a great day. Dude, I just had pizza and wine last night. But you know what? It's not something I do every night. That's the difference. And that's what makes it special. Hey, it's Memorial Day weekend. Do you think I'm not going to indulge? Of course I am. But come Tuesday, hey, I'm back in the saddle. And that's what you have to be able to tell yourself to do. That's what you have to be able to tell yourself to do. And, you know, I realize also that the cost of food has become exorbitant. The cost of everything has become exorbitant. And maybe sometimes it's cheaper to grab, you know, something off the dollar meal. I understand that. And I know people have talked about this forever. But these findings are from Harvard Medical School, okay? This is not something I Googled. This is not something that somebody wrote on Google. This is an actual medical study. So if you want truth in articles and you want truth on the internet, that's what you should be reading, because you should be trusting the science. You should be trusting the medical journals and what they're saying, because they don't lie. You can't lie in science. The science proves everything, okay? I may be a science teacher, but I'm still a scientist. And it all comes down to what you put in is what you get out. It's that simple. I think COVID did a job on everyone. I think it was very rough. It was on me too. Everybody I know, emotionally, and it was hard. But I think some people are so resistant to actually, you know, say, hey, I might need, you know, some therapy or something. There's no stigma attached with therapy anymore. We've all been there, all of it. And if you If you're my age or, I don't know, 30s, 40s, and you have been to therapy, you got a lot of baggage. I don't care who you are, you got a lot of baggage to unload. And once you address those emotional and psychological issues about food and your addiction to food, you'll look at it differently. You will look at it differently and realize that food is just sustenance. Food is just something to get us through the day, to keep us fueled, to have our bodies make energy. That's why we eat. We don't eat for sport. We don't eat for fun. We don't eat to gorge ourselves till we're so full we can't even move. I'm not sure why some people don't see that as disgusting. And some people may bash this video, may hate this video. And I'm not the skinny chick bashing fat people. I'm not. Because I know that there's help out there. And I can't imagine that anybody would want to feel so crappy. All right, from eating garbage. And that's how you feel after a while. I can't see that you feel good after a Big Mac. Personally, I would puke all over the place. But like I said, as a nation, we are losing it in competitiveness with other countries. And this is why. This is why. So my advice to people is, rather than reaching for the lap band or gastric bypass or Ozempic or anything else, think about a lifestyle change. Think about a way you can start to change your life, one thing at a time. Maybe instead of that candy bar, you have an apple. Maybe instead of those French fries, you have some, I don't know, string beans. Maybe instead of that Big Mac, you have a salad. Just small things to think about. And change doesn't come all at once. But again, I'm going to tell you, there is no such thing as a diet. No such thing. They don't work. Everybody wants you to think they work because they're selling you products. Okay? Everybody wants you to try their diet. Try keto. Try low carb. Do this. Take this shake. Take that shake. Take these pills. Yeah, okay. And when you find out none of it works because eventually you gain the weight back, you're going to realize that the onus is on you and nobody else. Lifestyle change. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Lifestyle change. I'm not saying you have to become a monk and never eat again. That's not how it works. Everything in moderation. But we've forgotten what moderation is. And it's hurting us as a people, as a nation. And I fear for our young people. I do. So the education has to start with us, the older ones. And I think that's the right thing to do. So think about that. I hope this helps. I'll be making more videos about how to get to there. But I hope this hits home a little bit. And not to make you feel ashamed, but to make you feel aware. Aware of what's happening to us as a people. You know, we're all one here. And if I can just reach a couple people to lift them on up out of that emotional eating baggage, I hope I can. All right, so remember, people, good to see you. If you like what you see, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching. Lifestyle change. That's today's message. Mwah. Love you. Have a great day.